Welcome to Park Ave Billiards here in Orange Park, Florida. We are sitting in a little late on the finals here. On the left, we have Chris Carson and Alex King. On the right, Jay Alaei, Dave Haying. I am joined, as always, by Jimmy Love.
What's up, Keith?
Not too much. Having a great night. Good night of foosball. 8 teams tonight. Good competition. But probably the 2 teams everyone expected to see in the final here.
We got Ben sitting next to us.
Yeah, Ben didn't. He finished third and he's salty about it, so he didn't want to commentate. But he wants to sit here and watch somebody else win. Interesting footnote about this: these 2 teams squared off in the very first match of the night. Chris and Alex came out on top, so they are sitting king seat. Jay and Dave looking to double dip out of the losers bracket.
Alex puts up a random defense, so it's hard for Jay to read it.
It's effective.
Because Alex doesn't know what he's doing some of the time there. But it actually works against Jay.
Yeah, Jay is very methodical, tries to get defenders to jump. So if you're doing random, Chris, interestingly, there goes to a pull shot. He hit that snake earlier to make it 1-0 here in the early goings. Tries a slingshot, misexecutes. And as it often does, it lands right back onto his 3. And he goes back to the snake.
You can tell he's being a little bit lackadaisical because he was doing little push kicks and slingshots.
Dials it back in there to make it 2-0.
He went back to his go-to shot there.
Yes, his bread and butter.
Oh, interesting fact. Jay has never double-dipped Chris. Will tonight be the first night?
We've had a month of firsts here as we bring June to a close. And for foosball in Florida, some people that have never beaten certain other people down at Beachtown Beatdown getting their first wins. So maybe tonight will be the night Jay double dips Chris.
He has never done it, though. He has a mental block against it.
Well, see if he can get it together tonight.
He had a chance the other week. If you haven't seen that match, it's a good match.
Oh, I heard. Did you get it posted?
It is posted.
I didn't see that one. I meant to look out for it.
It comes down to the final ball. Second set, third game.
Wow. Jay having a dickens of a time. Continues to try the wall against Chris. Finally goes lane. Can't hang on to it.
For once, Jay didn't look up when he missed a pass.
He's gotten better about that. It's been discussed lately. Alex will survey and look to clear, and does.
That's real. All Alex needs to do is clear the ball, get it by Jay.
Jay always dangerous up there. Quick, fast 3.
Because the ball always seems to land up on Chris's 3 every time Alex can clear it.
Yeah. Dave likes to take his time, and then will often hit some kind of buck wild shot, but is often effective, which is really all you need.
Look for Dave to beat up the wall in the back before he shoots it. At least 5 to 10 times.
It's his timing mechanism, and that's what we were talking about, as Jay will quickly hop in back after he stuffs Alex to get his team on the board. It is now 3-1 in favor on the team on the left.
That's the biggest thing Alex needs to do is just clear it by Jay. If he can do that, they can probably win the game.
I mean, that's the only point they have so far. Jay likes to race the snake shot. It's interesting. He might be trying to time Chris here as he jumps a little bit. Chris misexecutes. That was not a block. Puts that one into the wall, and he's kicking himself. He rarely looks up from the table. He did on that one. Alex goes to his bread and butter.
Chris despises Alex to do that, but he did it anyways.
Well, yeah, Rory does it with success that I cannot explain. Alex tries to. Jay, doing what he loves to do out of the back, makes it 3-2. Dave's going to give him a crazy D on his 5, but it still squirts through after he got a piece of it. And Chris not going to screw around that time. Goes straight to the push side.
Chris did a good job there of not jumping with the shot and caught Jay off guard when he went to shoot it.
Yes, he does have a towel when he goes. That time all business.
He just went for it that time and scored it.
Jay has not been able to catch his lane pass, and that continues to be true.
It's a battle in the trenches between Jay and Chris.
It is, and Chris often wins. I think that's kind of why Chris has had that sort of success. Jay got that incredibly quick. It's just wall, it's stick as one scores through from the back Chris and Alex take the first game on one that they're smiling about, but I don't think they're particularly proud of. Jay will immediately go back to practicing his
Jay's
fives
chance of double dipping Chris is not looking good at this moment. He still has a chance, though.
Yeah, nothing's written in stone, but he is clearly got a different feel on his 5.
What do you think he needs to do to beat Chris?
Maybe take his
Get
time.
it by his 5.
Just take his time. I mean, you would think, especially their first point that match came from a stuffing. Maybe they need to adopt the mentality of just get it back and make Alaei clear. He's gotten crafty with it. He slows that lane pass down there and gets it through, and then just goes into a quick pin shot, which I don't think I've ever seen out of Jay before. He didn't drop his wrist, did he? That was very quick. I've never seen him shoot a pin shot. Chris loves to beat the wall. Jay knows it. He tries to race him. And I don't even know that was properly executed, but
It was not.
he wasn't able to catch it anyway. Looked like he might have a chance at it. This is Dave's game. Get the ball flying. He is very good at it, and it costs him there.
Fortunately, flies into his own goal after being stuffed.
Jay looks to do a brush. Tries the wall. Chris waiting for it. Takes it away.
He's more of a stick lane passer.
He's a straight stick lane passer. But he keeps trying the wall, and Chris knows it. He's going to make him beat him in the lane after he couldn't catch a lane pass that first game. Sorry. Excuse me. Going to go to the left hook. Jay is frazzled, and Chris knows it.
Easily gets it by that time.
Yeah, that was he had Jay running with him. A little bit of a jump there on that snake shot. As Chris comes poolside to make this a 2-1 game. Jay goes with the off the wall. Not one we see out of him.
It's a
often.
rarity from him, but it worked.
Misexecutes on the snake.
That was costly.
It is. Luckily, didn't land right back on Chris's 3, but Dave's spray and pray clear.
Was able
Chaotic.
to clear it.
He is. Puts the pressure back on Alex. He's already been stuffed once.
Alex looking to probably bank it.
Well, just tries to send it at an angle, almost loses it. Puts that one on goal. Dave able to keep it out.
Alex's best bet to clear by Jay is actually probably the bank. Otherwise, Jay's just too fast and will stuff him if he tries to hit it straight.
A lot of his successful clears that he's put on goal have been from that same spot on the pull kick side. Hitting it with 22 or 21 rather. There, Jay goes push side to make this a 2-2 game. Keep them even as they try to double dip. Chris.
Caught Jay with his pants down.
If Jay knows you want the wall, he'll sit wall. But that opens up that high lane. Dave is doing a really good job covering the middle. He's flashing out to the. I think Chris is just timing him.
Yeah, he needs to at least get a block or two to stay in this game and win it.
Jay manages to stick that lane pass through. Takes his time to get the pass through, but then rushed a little bit on the 3.
Dangerous clear, but it worked for Alex.
I think both goalies are just kind of trying to send it up the table. Neither one of them is particularly worried about scoring. Jay able to reel that in on his 5. Takes his time. But Chris able to take it away. Ooh, quick brush up that time. He knows Jay wants to take away that wall. Dave, equal to that shot.
That was highly needed.
Yeah, very much so. 4-2 is a lot different than 3-3. Ooh, Dave. Thing is, Dave hits the ball hard enough that the chaos he creates by hammering the ball makes it harder on Chris to snag it on his 3. He's not just going to, unless he really loses one, he's not just going to mishit it on the Chris's 3. Jay takes his time this time and goes long to the pull
And
side.
it worked.
To make this a 3-3 game.
So it appears Jay's taking his time, which is working for him.
Part of his game is getting amped up. He's a better player when he's amped up. He's in the match. But
Do you think this is a good switch, or should they have stayed?
they have enough timeouts. Dave is wild enough defensively on the 5-bar that he might get a piece of one. I don't hate this.
He's going to go wall.
Of course he's up.
Oh,
Nope,
no, I lied.
Chris is going to bust out the rarely seen left hook.
It was a huge windup, but it went in.
Yeah, I mean, he sold it, and he's going to take that first coast timeout and let Jay and Dave
At the
think
fourth
about
point.
it. Jay still trying to figure out what happened on that left hook.
The double dip is dwindling away.
Clock about to strike midnight on Jay's hopes of double dipping Chris.
If he can steal it and score and do it one more time, he could win. But he hasn't done that yet.
He only needs one steal and score. He needs to execute here and get the ball back.
We got Chris in the back.
Chris and Alex are going to switch. Chris has been much more willing to do this late in games since he figured out a push out of the back, and Alex immediately steals the ball. Every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds a nut, and that is what happened there. And Chris will look to end it and make this an early night here at Park Ave.
Look for Dave to steal it. This
He's
is the
going to
time.
hustle.
He's just not going to the wall enough. Chris
He
gonna-
needs to sit wall. And, yep, there it is. That's the problem with that.
If he
You
would have
bounce
stayed
off
a
the
little
weights.
bit more on wall and bobbed off every now
Dave
and then,
doesn't
he
come out
might have a
enough to know that
chance.
Chris lives on the wall.
The wall monger.
Yes. I like that. The wall monger. That's cute. And he goes straight, which he rarely does, to take that in 2 games. And Chris, Carson, and Alex King for the 2nd week in a row. Probably 3rd or 4th week in a row for Chris, even though he constantly says, if you keep making the finals 3 weeks in a row, then your handicap gets bumped. We'll see what happens to his. Jimmy, thank you for joining us.
Alrighty.
And, doing all the hard work. And we'll see you next week.